A weekend travel rush. It seems nothing can get in the way of Americans and their vacation plans. A recent survey found 53% plan to go somewhere this weekend despite inflation, high gas prices, and flight delays. According to AAA, bookings are up 22% over last year for domestic travel and up 104% for international travel. And if people aren't hitting the road or the skies this weekend, they will be at the beach. And that's where we find CBS 8's Dana Marie McNichol. Dana Marie, how are the lifeguards prepping for this busy holiday weekend here?
Oh gosh, Eric, they are so busy. The lifeguard we spoke to actually shared with us he's expecting hundreds of thousands of people because of how hot those inland temperatures will be. Now, his main message for everyone is do not swim where there is not a lifeguard present because of how frequent those rip currents are.
What happens sometimes is when you're in a rip current, you forget that there's a sandbar on either side of the rip current. So to go parallel to shore, that means either go to the right or to the left. Some people want to just try to come straight in through that rip current, which is nearly impossible. And then they start to panic. And that's kind of when all bets are off. So always stay calm in the water. You can literally float on your back for hours.
Great tips coming from Lonnie Stevens, who says lifeguards are ready for the crowds, fully staffed for both Mission Bay and beach. They start patrolling at 8 a.m. and today, right out of the gate, made rescues this morning. The most important thing is to always check in with lifeguards because they will tell you where the safest place to swim is. Mission Bay will have extra boating safety officers for boating education and enforcement to help manage the crowds this weekend. Now, a reminder for boaters, you will need a California boater's card to drive that boat, and also make sure you're wearing a personal flotation device at all times when in the water, and never boat under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Of course, lifeguard Stevens says that's when traumatic accidents happen on Mission Bay, and that's what they're trying to prevent. Now, if you're planning on coming to the beach this weekend, start preparing now, hydrate today, and plan to wear long, loose-fitting clothing. Also, bring shade. Heat and sun is a major stressor on our bodies, so when you're out in the sun all day, we do get fatigued. Then we'd go out, swim to cool down. Our bodies are even more tired out in that water, so just be aware of your surroundings. Now, listen for those preventative warnings. And hey guys, do the stingray shuffle. This is really important because we are being told there's a lot of stingrays out there. Do not actually lift up your feet. Dig your toes into the sand as you get into the water. Lifeguard Steven says, hey, I've actually never been stung by a stingray because of that stingray shuffle. If you do, flag down a lifeguard. They're going to put your feet in a bucket of hot water. That's all you can do to relieve the pain. It'll take about an hour to do that. But again, with beaches being so crowded this weekend, a lot of lifeguards will be on staff. Be vigilant, be safe, and come out and enjoy because, oh my gosh, it is beautiful out here.